Hello everyone, welcome to discussion 5.1 response, scaffolding and online support for students. So the first method I found was time management. I have a quote from Kumar from above, and basically for this, for me, I would create a calendar and a student checklist just to make sure students are following along, make sure everyone's on the same page. This way no one gets left behind. As for me as a teacher, how it differs, posting an online calendar in the class through Google Classroom, students will have to check in and provide me with daily updates. Those daily updates are for me to make sure that I know where all students are. Through these updates, I'll be able to see or be able to go talk to students and kind of find out what's slowing them down, what have they been caught up on anything, is one student not pulling their weight, and can answer those kind of questions. I will address these challenges or any challenges by personally checking in on the students who seem to be struggling, and I'll be able to see that through where they are on the calendar and see if there are any days behind. For method 2, I provide opportunities for learner interaction. This is a huge part of online education, as we all know from our weekly discussions. So for me, I have students actually working in pairs for their project, and at the end, all students will have to comment on other group projects. For me, that means that I have to have daily office hours where students can ask me any questions. Usually what that means is that I have a calendar, make sure that students know when these days are, and making sure that they are able, or that I'm able to answer any question they have in a timely response. So even if they ask me a question over email, I want to make sure that I can answer it quickly by pulling it up on my phone. I'll address the challenges any students have by being able to answer any of their questions. I want to make sure that students are comfortable coming to ask me questions, so they can either do it through email or through video chat, and that's why having the office hours is such a big part of online learning, especially with these projects. So my method number 3 is additional training for online resources. For this, I'll be posting a whole bunch of resources for all the kids. That means resources for how to create websites, resources for how to research, and an example of what the project looks like, because they will be making their own website with my project. By posting resources, I want to make sure that they can answer questions within the post, so try to kind of eliminate the middleman almost of not having them come directly to me, but by looking into these resources, they can find out any questions they might have. And even if they want to get further ahead, there'll be resources for students who are more apt with or more comfortable with online website creation. So they'll be able to go further ahead and make more complex websites, and the resources will be there to help them. To be honest, this is going to be very similar to what I do with my regular classes or my face-to-face classes. The only difference would be the students would have to. I would probably post more resources than I would in class. If I was doing this face-to-face, I would go through them step by step of how to create the websites, how to conduct the research. But because there is no face-to-face or physical face-to-face, students would have to be able to find it through videos or through step-by-step guidelines or instructions of how to actually create websites, conduct research, and how to create their projects. And these are my sources.